Because I love my porn softcore, not hardcore. No,
I have a D.
you don't want the D, are you
I
sure?
have a D. I don't want the D. I have a D.
Alright.
Anyway,
I'm gonna be defending the criminals.
we got our own N word. Oh, what are we gonna name this shit? Do you know that Simpson meme? All right, I'm going back to Winnipeg. Yeah, you know
I
that
know
meme?
Like,
So,
and then the sign.
yeah.
It's either
Yeah.
you're born here, yeah, something like that. It's either
we were born here. What's your excuse?
yeah, we're born
Yeah.
here. What's your excuse?
So, I don't know. A lot of people. Have you ever been asked when you first got here? Have you ever been asked why Winnipeg? I've been asked that like a bunch of times.
Yeah,
Like why Winnipeg? I mean,
yeah. There's
it's
so many. Like I've been to a lot of places here in
Right?
Canada, and they ask like, why Winnipeg?
because this is the easiest pathway. That's
Yeah.
why.
Blame my parents. no, I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not gonna blame. Well, it's 100% their fault
Nah,
that
blame
I'm here.
him. Blame
I'm not blame. Okay, let's start. I'm blaming my parents.
Shout outs, tita.
Yeah, shout outs to our parents
Yeah.
because they're the one that brought us here.
Yeah.
Like they
same.
picked. You know what? It's funny because like we're supposed to move to Saskatchewan
Oh,
instead
okay.
of Winnipeg
like
before.
even before
Like,
you
we could've-
immigrated here, even before
Yeah,
you applied.
before. Yes, because like we. Yeah, just a little bit of background. Like I got here in Winnipeg, 2009, June of 2009.
Yeah, I remember.
And
I don't remember the date, but I remember you leaving.
Yeah, June 2009. It's all sudden like my mom told me that okay, we're gonna go to Winnipeg to Canada, and then I just enrolled in my summer class. Like, why did you tell me? Like, why am I like? What's the point of me going to summer
Yeah.
class?
yeah, yeah.
And then okay, fuck that. I'm gonna withdraw my application. I'm just gonna play Dota. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
play whatever, and then enjoy my last summer in the Philippines.
But then you were brought here, right? Me, I applied by my own. So what's my
Yeah.
excuse, right? Anyways, like we haven't introduced ourselves yet.
Yeah, I
Actually.
think we should.
So I'm Edmon.
It's just different name. All right,
too
so
late.
I'm gonna
Too
go
late.
back. I'm gonna go back way back in
Yeah.
college years.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
like my nickname is 2X because I love my porn softcore, not hardcore. No,
Not
just kidding.
triple-
No, no.
Not triple X.
Not triple X, just 2X.
Not
just
balls
2X.
deep. You're not balls deep.
Not balls deep, just 2X. So we're gonna go back. So first year,
We're gonna give our government.
yeah, first year,
government names, bruh. Yeah.
first year college, first day of class, first subject. You have to introduce yourself, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And then I introduce myself.
Yeah.
Okay, you can call me like my name is Jan Willem Villena.
Yeah.
So okay, hi, my name's
Yeah.
Jan Willem Villena. You can call me Jan. You can call me Jan. You can call me Jan 2X.
Okay.
You can call me Will, and then I don't know, like with all the options, what sticks
Yeah.
is the 2X.
2X. Yeah.
I guess that's the and then it sticks too. I think I
Yeah.
like it at 2X.
It's unique.
It's
It's
u-
unique.
Yeah.
It's unique.
It's unique. And I wish there's a better reasoning behind it, but yeah, that's what they picked from the bunch of nicknames that
Well,
they can give me.
The reasoning was straight to the point.
Yeah.
You're Jan twice.
Yeah, Jan.
You're Jan twice,
Like
2X.
Jan 2X.
Maybe I should call you twice now.
Twice? That's
Yeah.
like a
That's-
Korean
I know, but
Pop group.
that's 2X twice.
twice. Hey, twice.
Like you can really see like the Western influence in our names. Even though we're Asian, like you can really see the Western influence. Like say me, I'm Edmon. That's not a Tagalog name.
No.
It's not a Filipino name. You're Jan. There's Jan from North America. Willem
Willem's
Dafoe.
like German. Yeah, Willem's German.
Yeah, it could be stemming from German, like Wilhelm, right? And then we're gonna go Spanish with the last name.
You know what? I don't know if my last name's.
It
does
is.
sound. Well, yeah, Belenya.
Yeah,
Like my last name's Belenya.
I'm
with an N.
Alcazar.
Alcazar.
That's
Yeah,
Spanish too.
That's
Like with the Z.
OG Spanish.
Yeah.
Like I met some Mexicans with the Alcazar last name.
I was trying to like Google myself. I see some Spanish news articles from like way back. So I guess it really
Cartels?
is Spanish. I didn't read. I didn't
Oh,
read
you
this.
should have read it. Like maybe
Nah,
maybe you
nah.
stem from a cartel family.
Nah.
Have you been to Mexico?
No.
All right.
I don't know. I'm not enticed.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. I know it's nice, but I don't know. I'm not really enticed. You've been
I've been,
on
yeah.
that, hey?
I'm half Mexican. Actually, like quarter.
No, really. Or
No.
I thought you did.
I just like Mexico too much.
You know 23andMe, like where you get your.
Yeah, the ancestry, like
I thought
ancestry.
I thought you did that.
I should have. Maybe I should.
How much is it? I don't know.
I don't know,
have
like
no
$100,
idea.
$200. I don't know.
Man.
But anyways, yeah, let's keep on introducing ourselves because
Anyways, yeah.
it's our first
First
it's our
inaugural?
zero like pilot episode.
So like what? So this time there's no name. Maybe next episode we got a different name again, and then
Yeah. I miss my enye.
no
My Belenya.
Enye. Explain what Enye is.
Enye is the N.
Don't make
with
gang signs, man.
I don't know.
Don't make gang signs.
N
Yeah.
with the swirly.
I don't know what it's called.
If you hold the N in your keypad in your cell phone, hold the N,
Yeah,
and it's gonna show you different bunch of N's. Find the one with the wave on top of the N. That's the
Enye. And we
Enye.
got that from
The Spanish.
The Spanish. The Spaniards are
Yeah, there's so many Enye.
are conquistadors.
Yeah. Our masters.
Yeah. Actually, we got our own N word.
What N word?
Indio. That's
Oh yeah. Indio.
if you say it, it feels like it starts with an N, but
Yeah.
Indio that was their derogatory term.
Yeah, is it
to
idiot?
us.
Is that what it means?
I think so.
Or I don't know if
I
that's
think
the
so.
equivalent or that's
That's
just the new.
like the direct translation.
But
yeah.
Indio means like
Yeah.
stupid.
We got our
stupid,
we got
idiot,
our own N word,
N-word.
but we never owned it like the people who have the N word, because they
We didn't get. Yeah, it's too bad we didn't get too popular. Popular. I wish.
Is it
I
too
wish
bad, really?
I don't know. Like maybe
Right.
that's a good
I'm
name
offended.
for our podcast.
I'm offended.
The Indio boys. The Indio boys.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. Like,
Like
I just noticed. I look fat. Maybe I should fix my.
I gave up.
No,
Like,
I started working out. I've been working out for 2 months now.
no, I mean like how we register in the camera. I'm seeing it right now. I gave up.
Okay, well, yeah, like
I'll get
let's just be comfy, right?
I'll get comfy.
The comfy Indios. Oh, the comfy Indios. Anyway, so yeah.
Two Indios, one couch.
How about you? Yes. Like, how about your name?
Well,
Your story.
anyway, so yeah, I've been using Edmon. Actually, the spelling is not gonna be like. I was offended before because every time they spell Edmon, they spell it Edmond.
Oh, with the D.
But
You
I
don't-
didn't. I
you
didn't
don't
have
like
a
the
D.
D?
It's not that.
You don't want the D?
Yeah. Well, I have a D.
You don't want the D? Are you
I
sure?
have a D. I don't want the D. I have a D.
Okay.
Anyways, so it's just a one D, no D at the end. But every time they spell it, there's a D at the end. I think that's a much more common way to
Here?
spell my name in the
Or
Philippines.
back home?
Back home.
Okay.
So it's Edmon. But
Are you
then-
just talking about in Starbucks or everywhere else?
Oh, here's a Starbucks story. So I bought coffee. They asked my name. I said my name's Edmon. Just one D. When my cup came, it said Emon. So
I'm pretty sure they have to mess it up.
I don't
I'm
know.
pretty sure.
I don't know.
I think that's what they taught in Starbucks. You have to mess up the name so that there's something that I don't know, so that they can differ themselves from other coffee shops or other places. Like, how can you? I have a 3-letter name, Jan, Jan,
Yeah.
and it's a common Filipino name.
Enough with our names. We went on a tangent. Sorry about that.
Oh, I
So,
think I'm exposing too much.
yeah, we might get demonetized early, like negative. We aren't like rolling bucks yet, but
Yeah, we're not
done.
making any income, and like we're gonna owe money.
Anyways, why why are we here? I see a lot of podcasts with like Filipino talents. They're mostly born here in North America or was brought up here in North America. Like the difference I think that we can make is you spent your teenage life in the Philippines,
Us.
me adult life. You teenage.
Oh, okay.
So you moved here although you were still having your core beliefs molded, right? A big chunk of your core beliefs were already molded, and then some parts are gonna be molded here.
Here.
Me, I worked. I moved there 2016. I was 27 when I moved here. So
Oh,
young
really?
adult. Young
Okay.
adult, right? Yeah, I'm 34 now. I moved here 2016. That's 7 years ago. So my core beliefs as a young adult is molded up already. Like how I look at things, how I look at work, how I look at
Because
life.
you worked in the
Yeah.
Philippines.
And I've spent a bit of my early adult life in the Philippines. So I'm coming in here, going to adjust to the culture here with a set of ideas that could be molded, could be adjusted, you know? So
Yeah.
I think that's our perspective. That's what we bring different to the table. I feel like we could like say as earlier you were saying we're gonna get a guest who was brought up here.
Yeah.
We'll be learning something from him or her, as well as they might learn something from us. If they wanna connect to, if they really wanna connect to like the motherland, we can be that bridge, you know?
Yeah.
Because I feel I've been seeing this in social media. There's a gap between,
Big gap.
right?
Big gap. Yeah.
A big gap between Filipino-born people who immigrated and people who were brought up in the country that they immigrated to. And I mean,
There's division.
Right?
Yeah, there's even though both our parents are Filipinos,
yeah,
it's just they were born.
you're brought
here.
up differently.
Yeah, like
Pretty much. This is what I've heard. This is what I've seen. I don't. They feel like motherland Filipinos are lame. That's what I feel their like point of view is. And then people from the motherland feel like they're condescending,
yeah.
right? Is that what you've like been seeing in the discussions too? The general rule,
Yeah.
pretty much like how they see people from the mainland. Of course, there's going to be like exceptions to the rule, but I feel like that's most of the people too. So like
The language. I think the language.
language
is a big,
too. I mean, there's like a movement or there's like a movement in the Philippines like where they say if you try to speak exclusively in English, they just say okay, you're the smart one. Like they're smart shaming,
Yeah.
which is like see other Asian countries, they don't even try to like
Just
learn
to learn English.
English because they don't have to move out. Whereas, I mean, it's sad, but
Is that the goal?
that's the reality. Like that's an escape. So I don't know. Lucky for us, we moved.
Or is it because we got conquered by the Americans?
Well, we crave white validation too.
Yeah. We love. I think we love
Like white
the
validation.
Western culture so much.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
not about the well maybe it's a validation, but I think
Because me personally, I like white validation.
it's like
Me personally, yeah. Like when people say, "Oh, you got good English," well, I worked for it, right? So I mean,
I studied since
yeah.
grade 1 to
We've been trying
college.
to learn this
Yeah.
language because
Anyways.
anyway, so there's just a disconnect with people coming from the mainland, and even though they're from the same ethnicity, they were brought up in different circumstances where like going to school to like when you graduate high school here, you can earn money already.
Well, even before,
Right?
yeah, even before, like what, 16 years old? No, actually 14 years old,
Yeah.
you can work.
As
Yeah,
long as there's
like
consent, right?
consent from your
Yeah.
parents.
But then still it's just minimum
Well,
wage,
mostly, yeah,
right?
because you're not gonna get hired to a higher paying
But
job.
then you'll see like younger people opt not to get higher learning, like not go to uni or even like get a diploma.
Here?
Yeah, like there's a group of people who opt not to like get student loans
Oh, okay.
and just go straight to the workforce
Yeah,
and then just climb up the ladder through experience instead of like
yeah.
formal learning.
Because that's I would say that's a big difference here, and
Yeah.
in Philippines, it's like here you can actually work your way up even without any university or college
Formal
degree.
learning.
Let's say you work in a warehouse,
Yeah.
and for some reason you wanted to do HR, and then you talk to your supervisor, and
Yeah.
then like, you know what, I wanna expand. It depends on how you are,
There's still going to
right?
be hurdles, but it's
Yeah.
doable,
And they're the one
right?
the company will be the one paying for your HR. I don't know the exact term of the course,
Yeah.
but yeah, like they're the one that it's gonna be a short course, but you
Yeah.
don't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
It's a company.
I mean, there's going to be roadblocks,
Yeah.
even if you're like veering off a different pathway. There's going to be roadblocks, but it will be doable. Like instead of you're in the Philippines. I mean, it was the rule. There's still some people who veered off without having to, like, say there's a
and,
nurse.
and they become successful, right?
Yeah,
There's
there's a
still
nurse,
some
and then he's
people.
gonna go. He or she's gonna go a corporate route and still be able to take it. Like that rarely happens in the Philippines because
Yeah.
they need your uh, they want you to be able they want you to be attaining the diploma for that pathway first before you get to knock on the gate. Here you get to knock on the gate and then it's going to be up to them if they're going to let you in, right? I guess that's another like disconnect with younger people. They feel like their parents are going to be forcing them to go to uni, and then they're going to be stuck with like student loans with something that they didn't really want to take.
There's like I think passion is more like prevalent
Yeah,
here.
you get to like explore your passions here
Yeah.
if you were a kid or if you were
Or maybe is it because they can do student loan and they're not gonna rely to their parents? Yeah? What do you think of that? Maybe it's because back home, I would say
there's no student
80 to
loans.
90% of the time, it's gonna be your parents that's gonna fund your
Yeah.
college or
Yeah.
your university degree.
Yeah.
And even if you manage to convince your parents to,
Yeah.
okay, I want to I want to do like graphic arts or like fine arts.
Yeah.
That's the number one. I think that's the number one course that parents would hate to hear from their
Any arts,
child.
any arts,
Any arts.
any arts program.
There's no money there.
Yeah.
Like, why would you do
Yeah.
fine arts? Become a nurse.
which is pretty much the same with other like immigrant families.
Yeah.
They want the safe professions like engineer,
Engineer,
um,
doctor,
medicine,
medicine,
health,
law,
finance,
accounting.
Yeah, like all those safe. They want you to become. They want you to become an employee.
Yeah, in the Philippines,
Mhm.
when like this is my experience.
Yeah.
Before I came here,
Yeah.
like pharmacists, I find that pharmacists are, I don't feel like they're on the top earning scale. I find that they're on the like low wage. I
Low
don't know,
middle.
like
Low
like
middle.
maybe because like low middle.
Yeah.
Not like I find that nurse and pharmacists are kind of on the equal. No, I think pharmacists are even on the lower pay scale than
Yeah.
farm. Well, that's just my
that's what
thought
you-
process
yeah,
before.
yeah.
Because
That's
it's
what you're
funny.
seeing.
It's funny because like whenever I go, I meet pharmacists only in those drugstore as sales.
Yeah, they feel like they're just cashiers,
cashiers. Yeah,
right? but
Unlike
apparently they play a big role.
Do they
in
do they
Filipino
make money in, like, how much do they make in the Philippines? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't have any pharmacist friends
Well,
until now.
apparently they do, but like the way you're saying it, I feel like that too. I don't see the importance in what they do,
Yeah.
but apparently it is. At
The Mercury
pharmacy,
drugs,
yeah.
the drugstore,
When they work there, we feel like they're just cashiers.
cashier, sales lady,
But
like they're
apparently, like here, they're still like. Remember when you go for an outpatient checkup in the Philippines, and then the doctor will give you the directions on how you're going to take the medicine, right?
yeah, not the pharmacist.
Not the pharmacist. Here, the pharmacist will give the directions to you.
And you know what? Like, I'm just a little bit of something about me. I'm an ex-nurse. No, I still have my license.
Yeah.
So I studied nursing in the Philippines for 3 years,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I did my practicum there. So I know how it works in the hospital, in the clinics, in the community in the Philippines.
Yeah.
I worked in the community here. I worked in the hospital. I worked everywhere, I think.
Yeah.
Well, most of the hospitals here I've been to, and I've worked with pharmacists here.
Mm-hmm.
I never worked with pharmacists back home.
Isn't it because you're still like you were still a student,
It doesn't matter.
Or
I work
you
in the
didn't-
hospital.
or you didn't? Were you doing like practicums
Yeah,
already?
I did a lot of public hospitals.
I can't remember. 'Cause
Yeah.
I remember. So you were second year in
No,
college.
I finished 3 years.
No, I mean we were at the same point because
Yeah.
in the Philippines there's no gap years. Once you finish high school, you go
You
straight
go
to
straight.
college or university. There's no gap years. So when you were in first year college, I was in first year college.
That's right.
I know you're gonna be busy because you're taking nursing, but you still get to hang out a lot. So
No, don't say that. Don't say that. Like, I gave up a lot of stuff. I gave up a lot of my hobbies because of nursing. I gave up my basketball. I gave
Didn't feel like
my band,
okay,
our band,
okay.
right? I gave up. I
Okay.
gave up a lot of stuff because, like, I think it's not nursing that took a lot of my time. I think it's because the hours that I need to take just to get to Manila. Because, like, you know how it feels. We both studied in Manila. We're
Yeah.
from Imus, Cavite. Like, the transportation alone, it just took so much time.
Yeah.
Like, what, 2 hours?
Yeah.
And then 4 hours in a day back and forth. That's
Yeah.
a lot of time already.
Like just the discrepancy of good traffic to bad traffic. Like good traffic, if like everything's flowing, would be like travel time would be 45 minutes. Bad traffic, it's gonna take you 2 hours. Like just the discrepancy from 45 minutes to 2 hours.
And when's
is,
the good traffic? Like,
like time?
it's usually bad traffic. It's rare for me to experience the good traffic
I think the
and then the no traffic. Never.
I think the when your classes are done, since you were in block sections, right?
Well, ours, it's always rush hour. I don't know about
You finish your classes
4 o'clock,
on rush hour. Me,
5 o'clock.
I got to like just my second year of uni. I got to like make my own schedules already, so I avoided.
Are you always going home, or did you
Yeah.
have a condo?
I was always going home.
Oh,
I never did boarding or lodging close.
Oh, okay,
closer
so we're
to
the
my
same
school.
then.
Yeah.
But yours is farther.
But yeah, and then I got to like tinker with my own schedules. So
Okay, you have the.
yeah, I was
yeah, you
in
can do
open
that.
sections already by second year. But anyways. So yeah, it didn't feel like you were so busy with school. Because even though we didn't play basketball anymore, even though we didn't like jam
Yeah.
with like our band, we still got to hang out.
Play games, I think.
Yeah.
Computer games.
Yeah, so I don't feel like
Wow.
it's nursing. You've always been like a social butterfly. So
Yeah.
really, no.
But yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
Nursing took a lot
Yeah.
of stuff away from me, like things I love. But don't get me wrong, I love nursing. I love the.
That's
I think I'm a compassionate person. It doesn't look like it physically. I don't think.
here. I think I've told you this before, but I always see any health science related careers to be it should be passion fueled. Where say if you were gonna be a doctor, if you were gonna be a nurse,
Yeah.
you should be fueled by passion of taking care of people.
Is that your opinion?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how it always felt to me.
All right.
But then there's going to be people who look at it as a lucrative career. You get
Like
the
a money, like a money,
money,
make or
status,
yeah.
right? And then there was a wave. I don't know the stats, but there was a wave. I know Filipinos have always been associated with nurses
Healthcare.
anywhere, any country. But then during our like time going to like when we were about to go to uni or even a couple years ahead of us, there was a wave of nurses having a bunch of opportunities for nursing
Yeah, for
careers
foreign
outside
work.
of the Philippines,
Yeah,
right?
I think a few, like maybe a few or 2 years before we graduated,
There was
I
a
remember
wave.
something like that.
There was a wave
I think that's
of
why my older brother took nursing too. Yeah,
See?
I forgot
So,
about that.
So there was a lot of people
It's like
who
a trend.
took nursing just to be able to get out of the
The
country.
escape, yeah.
But
the
they didn't
scapegoat.
but they didn't want to take care of people. You were one of the people who I've always known who wanted to be a nurse regardless of
No, what are you talking about?
bro.
You're thinking of someone else.
No.
Okay, let me share my
No.
story.
No.
Okay, let me share my story.
Okay.
This is the reason why I studied nursing in the Philippines.
Okay.
Why I became a nursing student. There's a bunch of us.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not one of
Yeah,
you're not.
no. Because I
There's,
knew
think,
I'm not gonna be.
I think there's 8
Yeah.
or 10. Remember, okay, just a little bit of background. Remember, I passed my UPCAT.
Yeah.
I passed my political science,
Mm-hmm.
and I passed my business ad.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is they want me to they want to ship me to UP Los Baños.
Yep.
So
So
no, UP Baguio, but that's too
background.
far.
UPCAT is University of the Philippines College Application Test. University of the Philippines is the premier state university in the Philippines. I don't know what it's going to equate to, but if you wanna, it's the top
Elite,
state university, and then there's a bunch of different branches spread out through the Philippines, and then we didn't want to move somewhere far from where we were, so you were to be able to enter because I passed it too. And then the courses that I was trying to apply for, and then I was trying to apply to the main campus, I won't be able to get in. That's pretty
In
much
Diliman,
the
right?
yeah,
Diliman.
and then if you want to get in, they were advising you to go to this
Yeah,
campus.
do your first year
And
in a
then
different
move.
campus and then move.
Okay, so back to
So
your
yeah,
story.
so okay, so like I don't want to brag, but
Yeah.
yeah, like I feel good about saying that,
Yeah.
about telling that story
Yeah.
because I passed UPCAT. Not everyone can do that, and
Yeah.
we did, despite our looks.
And then and then the way they do it is like your exam results, they're going to mix it up. They're going to weigh it with your averages from the third year and the fourth year. That's why I got pulled down because I'm not the I won't say I'm dumb, but I don't do the best grades, which helps with the facade that we might look like we don't do good at school because like the visuals of it, we don't do good grades, but we know we can like match up with our like
Yeah.
top people. So anyways,
So yeah, so like I have the options of going to this school,
Mm-hmm.
like really nice, and then really
Yeah.
nice courses because I really want to be a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's
okay.
I keep on telling
Yeah,
people
you're
that
argumentative, so.
before I die, before
Yeah.
I need to have a law degree. I don't know if that's still gonna be the case, but I always told myself,
Yeah.
told other people, before I die, I need to have a law degree. We'll see.
Is it because you like arguing?
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
to argue.
yeah,
If I'm-
yeah.
If I'm
Yeah.
gonna be a lawyer, I'm gonna be defending the criminals.
You're gonna be a defense
I'm
lawyer.
yeah, defense
Gonna be a
lawyer,
defense
like a
attorney?
litigation lawyer.
Yeah.
Okay, so okay, the reason why I became a nursing student is because like we just set up this day that a bunch of our friends were gonna go to Manila and apply to this nursing school.
Correction, it wasn't 8. There
10?
were 15 of you.
Is it 15? Yeah,
That's what it feels like. Okay, so
I think we filled the whole jeepney.
so you got the perspective of the kids who went to that school. I'll give you the perspective of the people who were left in the school. So okay.
All right. Okay.
Go with
Okay.
your
So
story. Okay.
okay. So do we have class that day?
Yeah.
So how did we?
So you pretty much cut classes.
So we skipped class. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we skipped class.
Yeah.
Okay, shout out to my homies that
Yeah.
went with.
Yeah.
Like I think we all wanna go and check out these schools.
Yeah.
But we checked 2 college, Manila Doctors College,
Yeah.
and San Juan. Is it university? San Juan or college?
College, as far as I know.
Okay, so
but there's no difference.
Yeah, San
anyways
Juan
in
de
the
Dios.
Philippines. Yeah.
San Juan de
Yeah.
Dios. Well, basically they're like neighbors.
But
and
different
rivals.
different institutions.
Yeah.
But both focused on medical. They're pretty much med schools.
But going back to that story, so we checked out both school, and then we went to Manila Doctors College. This is a new campus,
Mhm.
newly built campus. I
Yeah.
think this is just the second year that they opened
Yeah.
when we checked out the place. All white, very clean,
Mm-hmm.
modern looking campus,
Yeah.
and the girls.
Come on, no.
Woo!
Come on.
The girls wearing this all white, short skirted. Woo!
So, for context,
I can
We-
still remember that day.
we are like country bumpkins. We lived in a town that was right at the outskirts of the
capital.
metro.
Yeah, the metro.
So it was accessible to us, but technically we were country bumpkins. So
And that's one of the reasons why I want to study in Manila. Is
Yeah,
because I want to
yeah.
experience Manila. Because
Yeah.
we've been in school in Cavite all our life,
Yeah.
in Imus
yeah,
all our life, and I want to experience how it is.
yeah.
But when I saw this school, this college, oh my, the girls in the short skirts, all with their fair skin tone. I like fair skin
Yeah.
girls. Like, I told myself, I think I told the whole group, I'm going to study here. I'm going to go to school. It doesn't matter if it's nursing or whatever course this is. I'm going to be in this school. And I'm going to have a lot of girls in here.
Got the dog.
Like-
in
like-
you.
like, you know-
you
you
got
know.
the dog in you.
You
eh?
know, like, I don't know, like when I was
okay.
Anyway, so that's
Man.
the story.
That's
That's why I became a nurse.
I was bigging you up. Saying that you were really passionate with being a nurse
No.
from way back when, and then you're gonna do a swerve on me, say you just went to go.
I'm
study
just being
nursing.
real. I'm
Okay,
just being
I
real.
get
Like
it, I get it,
this
I
is
get
the
it.
background
I get it.
why I
Okay,
became a nurse.
Okay.
And why did I study nursing here in
Yeah.
the Philippines?
Yeah.
Because I have the background.
I think that they call it pot committed. You know, like in
Yeah, I'm
poker.
part committed. Yeah.
No, pot.
Oh, pot committed,
Pot
yeah.
committed, where you're just trying to check, and you have like sort of good cards, but it's not gonna fare good by when the river comes out. like
Yeah.
the fifth
Oh, yeah,
card,
yeah, the
right?
river and
But then
the-
you've bet
Yeah,
500.
you bet already this much of
Yeah,
chips, and
which is like 50%
like,
of your
I
pot
can't
already.
back down now.
Yeah, yeah. Here's the perspective of the people who were at school when you guys left to check out that school. Around that time, we were close to graduating, right?
Yeah.
The school, so our school, we were the pioneer batch of high school. When
We're the guinea pigs.
yeah, we were pretty much the guinea pigs. When we were in first year, there wasn't a second year. So every time we move up, there was nobody ahead of us. So by fourth year, our school was a private Catholic school run by nuns. So close to graduation day, kids were already checking out different schools that they're gonna go to when they graduate high school. So the nuns were letting the students like skip class or skip the day off to check out their prospective
Yeah.
schools. These guys, 15 of them, or at least then like went out to check the school that you were talking about at the same time. So plus
a big chunk of guys.
a big chunk of guys, and I'd say 3 of those 15 or 10 guys aren't interested in studying nursing. So it was a big scandal when you guys left.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Well, credit.
Yeah, because me, I don't think.
Credits to the nurses. Credits to the nuns. They know that that you would probably enroll in that school, so you weren't in doubt. But
Oh,
there
okay.
were some guys,
I think a lot of us.
A bunch.
A lot of
a
them.
bunch. The nuns knew you weren't gonna
Because-
study nursing. You. So let's steer back.
Like
Eh, I feel like there's a disconnect with kids here being lost in trying to what they wanna be after high school.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of
There's
options.
a lot.
Unlike us, where there's like this 2 pathways, which isn't like career oriented. It's either you wanna prosper or not.
Oh, I thought
Like-
you were gonna say what your parents want or what you want.
No, we don't even have that option.
No, I think
In the
mostly
Philippines.
the option is
That's
like
the rule.
what your parents want.
That's the rule.
Yeah.
I mean, you get to access that option if you're kind of well off. You get to like explore what you want, but I feel like most of the kids back home don't even get to like see what's in that door. Right? It's only will I be able to make myself, or will I be able to like prosper in this pathway or not? And then here you got like paralysis analysis where there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of options, but then
And
you get
and
lost.
Then they ended up doing nothing.
Yeah.
Just
And then additional point to what you said earlier, where you have the option to take a student loan, but then in the back of your mind, is it worth paying this amount of loan for like half of my young adult life for something that I don't really want, for something that I only thought of in the spur of the moment when I was applying, right? Is it something that is worth like being down in debt on for something that was trendy like 2 years ago? I feel like they go through that dilemma when they're trying to take formal learning.
yeah.
I feel like
You know what? In my age group, considering that I came here
Mhm.
earlier,
and you were in that stage of your life where you
Yeah.
can explore.
I wasn't like I was confused.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I don't even know what to take. Like I said, like I could have taken the fastest route, which is
Yeah.
going to nursing,
Yeah.
but I told myself like
Do you really
I
want it?
I don't want to do nursing
Yeah.
before, to be honest.
Yeah.
Or maybe because I'm bitter. I'm bitter because I was doing nursing,
Yeah, and
and then
then-
I'm almost done.
And then you got
like
pulled out. Yeah.
my nursing group in
Yeah.
fourth year college, which is a half of third year college,
Mhm.
we were first place in the thesis, in our
Mhm.
thesis. So and then
The
like I
paper.
should have been part of that group.
Ah,
I should have been
okay.
I should have been a
That would
nurse
have been
if
like an
if I went
achievement.
home. Yeah, if I went home, if I come here in Canada, sign my
Yeah.
papers, go back home, finish my fourth year, I would have become a nurse instantaneously. It
Or
would've
like
been fast.
sign your permanent resident
Yeah.
papers. Yeah, make it appear that you
As
landed.
long
Yeah.
as they stamp my passport, go back home because that's what I should have done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like yeah, if you have that option, if that's what you're going into, like just get your stamp, go back to the Philippines and finish whatever you're studying,
yeah.
and then just challenge it here.
Or when you just make sure you reach the minimum amount of days that you should have stayed here to renew
Yeah.
your status, right?
Because there's a lot, there's
Yeah.
a lot of room.
Yeah.
There's a lot of room to fulfill that requirement.
Like immigration status, that's how you're gonna do it, and then career wise, just challenge it when you get back here.
Yeah.
And then treat yourself as an international graduate, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like I
Okay.
wouldn't say right now it's the greatest time, but yeah, well, in Ontario, for example,
Yeah.
in Ontario, if you have an engineer license,
Mm-hmm.
even if you're an international engineer,
Yeah.
it's so easy to become an engineer there in
Okay.
Ontario.
Mm-hmm.
In Vancouver, I think they're gonna be
Wait,
coming up soon.
easy compared
Very
to other, relatively easy compared to
to
other
other
provinces.
provinces,
Okay,
especially Manitoba.
okay.
Round up
Yeah.
when it comes to Manitoba because like what
We are getting old. Like these are the problems that we're these are the problems that we're like looking at right now. So like for I guess this could be, we're not trying to teach a lesson, but you can, I guess, like younger Filipinos can like look at what it could be,
yeah.
right? So yeah, like you got to that stage where you were you were trying to like look out if you're going to be taking this path where this is your passion and then this is good for the pockets. I guess that's what you were. That's your crossroads. I guess. Okay.
So yeah, like it's different. It's different here.
Yeah.
It's different back home. I think here in Canada, in the Maple Country,
Mm-hmm.
it's easier. It's
In terms
of
of.
my experience.
Mhm, in
If you're
terms
gonna
of.
based off my, if I can go back in time, like
Mhm.
I would be having an easier life. I would be having an easier decision making
Mhm.
of what I can take because money is not a problem because we have loans
Okay. Okay.
and
Oh,
there's
yeah.
it's so convenient.
I was gonna
It's so
ask you
convenient to
that. I was
study.
gonna ask you that. Would you have preferred to like did your teenage years here than in the Philippines?
If I have an option,
Career in
okay,
if we're
yeah,
talking
career
in
wise,
terms of career.
career.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, heck
Yeah.
yeah. I
Yeah.
would probably well, you know what? I don't know. Cuz like I find that
Like
kids
wait,
that
wait.
studied in the
Yeah.
Philippines are more knowledgeable than
You'd say so? You'd say so?
yeah. You know
Okay.
why? Because like if you have this okay, for
Mhm.
example, my younger brother.
Mhm.
My younger brother once he went to high school here, he find that all the classes are so boring.
It was so
It
easy
was
for
so
him?
easy. He doesn't have to
Really?
study and he
Really?
got good grades. He was so advanced.
Really?
Like what he learned from school
Okay.
is so advanced compared to here.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
public it's public school here. FYI, it's here in Canada. We have public schools which you don't have to pay for.
Yeah.
In the Philippines, we have
Everybody strives to get their kids to
private school.
schools because I think I'm not really sure, but there are some public schools where like say fourth year high school, 16 years old, because we're missing 2 years of high school. So in like world standards, we always lack 2 years when they try to match up the educational standards. So like say last year of high school, senior year,
Yeah.
there's going to be like instead of a whole day class, their classes are going to be cut in half because there's a lot of students. Like the workload for a teacher or a classroom, they need to cut the schedule in half because there's going to be like 80 kids in one class. That's how bad the public system school is. I mean, not bad. There's a lot of people who like strive through it, like they're really good, but the reality is the framework of the public school system in the Philippines is a big hurdle to like every student. And then like a lot of people try to get their kids into private schools, which luckily we got into,
Yeah.
right? So
Like shout out to our parents.
yep. Yep.
To mama and papa.
Yep. So yeah, talking about your brother, he really he got
Yeah,
bored in school.
he got bored.
Yeah.
He I don't even know if he attends class. Like to be honest, like
Mhm.
I've seen him grow up and
Okay.
here I
You
he's-
felt like he was just like taking
Yeah.
it easy. Yeah.
I don't think he's studying that much. And that's what he told me too. He told me that it was so easy here.
Yeah.
And then he even I don't know, maybe because no, he did mention that it's so easy that he knows like most of the stuff already.
Okay.
So I think from what he told me,
Yeah.
they're behind.
So you'd say that like educational in terms of education, you prefer how we were taught things
In the
back home.
Philippines, yeah.
But if you're talking about the way you were brought up to choose your pathway towards adulthood, you
I
prefer
prefer
it
it
here.
here.
Okay.
Because like once if I
Yeah.
study my high school here, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter if I do good or bad in high school. Because as long as you graduate, there's that option, right? Well,
Yep.
I guess there's plus points if you have better grades.
Mhm.
But yeah, like money is not a problem because you can do your student loan,
Mhm.
and then it's just I think if you have passion for things, like
Yeah.
you can pursue it as
Mhm.
long as your parents will allow you.
Because there's a safety net.
Yeah.
If you fail, you can try again.
And I think
Okay.
that's what the parents are thinking too, is because like they're not the one that's gonna be paying for your school.
Yeah.
Because you're the one. Okay, you wanna study that? Okay, pay for it.
Yeah.
No
At
problem,
least
huh?
there's an option.
Yeah, like
At least there's an
well,
option.
yeah. Once you get
Yeah.
to an argument like
Yeah.
that with your parents here, or if like for example me, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure if I do something else, I will have an argument with my mom
Yeah.
or with my dad. But I can tell them like, oh, okay, no problem, I'll pay for it
Mhm.
because I have that option.
Yeah.
The Philippines, there's no option like that.
We're starting to discuss that, me and my wife. Like we're talking about, cause me, I'm open. Like my mindset is, I'm okay with like a young adult not needing formal learning
Like
as
okay,
long as they
or you mean post education?
like anything formal learning. Like here's what I feel now with when you try to like find your career here, you don't really need formal learning. You just need the necessary skills, right?
Yeah.
That's what I feel. Of course, there's going to be like certifications, but as long as you got the skills, you can jump off the hurdles, like get past the hurdles towards whatever you want. Like there might be hurdles that you're gonna need, formal learning, but as long as you got the necessary skills, you'd be able to make it.
Yeah,
right?
you'd be able to survive.
So this is my wife. Her mentality is um, 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 her mentality is formal learning necessary. Me skills, that's all you need. If you wanna get formal learning, good, but get the skills first. Make sure you learn the skills, especially now where you can learn a lot from the internet,
Yeah, YouTube.
right? And then we were thinking, don't why do some kids don't feel the need to attain formal learning? I got to this conclusion. Here's my gut feel about it. Kids don't move out anymore. Like us in the Philippines, when we get to 18, we go to school. Our parents pay for our school. We go back home. We stay there. We might like get married, get kids. We still stay with our family, right? In like for the Northern Americans, when you're 18, you're an adult. You start paying your taxes. You can start working. If you want to live in your parents' house, it's like you're lame. There's like
Yeah, you get
right?
yeah, it's frowned upon.
So kids who like stay with their folks when they enter that adulthood stage, they don't see the urgency of paying bills, paying rent. So they don't feel, even if they're like say at a job that pays minimum wage or just a bit past minimum wage, they feel like it's enough because their parents might not like ask them for contributions,
contribution.
right? So they feel like that's enough. But then if they like move out, that's not gonna be enough. Like for rent, with how like prices are getting
No,
up
minimum
now,
wage. No, there's no
right?
way.
So
Unless you have a partner. If you
yeah,
have,
or roommates.
yeah,
Roommates at
roommates.
least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
But
minimum wage, I
yeah.
don't think like with how
Then
everything's
you
going.
but then you won't be able to like fuel your vices. Like if you wanna go out, if
Yeah.
you wanna collect stuff, if you wanna buy sneakers, if you wanna shop, it's not gonna be enough.
Your
So
hobbies.
I feel like we came into an agreement that that's what we're gonna tell our kid when he gets into adulthood, that we want you to take formal learning because when we're gone, minimum wage won't be enough for you, and we wanna like make sure you're ready for the world. That's like our job.
Mm.
We're not, so the kid doesn't feel like it's being forced on him. We're just saying that this is what's gonna happen, and you don't have anybody to rely on because we're gone from the world, right? So that's, kids feel comfy that they don't like get out of of the real world because they have the walls of the backs of their
Backs of their
parents
parents.
to rely on. That's why they don't feel the need to like take formal learning. I might be wrong. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like we have to get someone.
Somebody. Yeah.
We have to get somebody
Who got
and
into that crossroads?
yeah.
Hey. Yeah.
We
yeah.
have to, cause I had some hurdles and crossroads, but I have a different mindset. I
Yeah.
still, cause like my upbringing still from the Philippines. Like I
Yeah.
would say a big portion of
Core beliefs.
my core beliefs
Yeah.
are still the Filipino
The Filipino way.
mindset,
Yeah.
the Filipino ways, the culture,
Yeah.
and like what I'm 34 years old. We're both 34, right?
Yep.
And I got here 20 years old, so that's only
89
14,
gang. Yep.
right? That's only 89. The 89. So that's only 24. No, that's only 14 years of the Canadian way
Mhm.
versus the 20 years of the
Yeah,
Filipino
majority.
way.
Yeah, like a big chunk of your life is still like the Filipino way.
And I think even though I get to like 50 years, I think it's still gonna be majority of my personality. It's still gonna be a big
Yep, because
Filipino. 'Cause, yeah, like all my
your formative years have been formed already with that mindset. So yeah, which is understandable.
yeah,
But here's the thing though, like we are like we're open to those ideas. Some people aren't. Like they don't even see.
are you
It's
talking
like
about the older
let not
generation?
mostly, but
Yeah.
not necessarily older. There's some people who think that my way or the highway, right?
Yeah.
But like I feel like we're like an exception to the rule where we know this is the way that we were brought up. We were like leaning to get this way, but we can like look at this other way that this might be more fruitful. So that's how we see it.
they want to stick to their beliefs
Yeah, my
and
way or the
don't,
highway.
yeah,
pretty
my way or
much.
the highway.
Yeah.
I find that that's a lot of the older, like
Yeah.
us in the sandwich
Yeah.
generation. I think we're more flexible.
Yeah.
I would say majority.
Especially when I entered the workforce, like the mentality of the people in our age group, they're looking towards work-life balance already. It's not like uh, go to work 8 hours a day, sleep, and then
And
it's
work
just the
again.
daily grind.
Yeah, they don't think of like when's my vacation?
Yeah.
Like where am I gonna go for my
Yeah.
vacation? I think yeah, you're
But
right.
then like our like people from our generation were among the ones who started looking at, is this worth spending the whole chunk of my day,
Yeah.
and what am I gonna get, like instant gratification pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah, that's how I feel until now.
Yeah.
Like that's the
Like where's
Yeah, like
where's
what-
where's
like
the
why-
benefit?
like
I want it now.
if I don't have a planned vacation in 3 months, in 2 months,
Yeah.
I feel like
What
oh,
am I-
like what am I doing? Like
yeah, what
like
is
something
this
to
for?
look forward.
Yeah.
Like something to look forward to, right? we need to have that. I think that's what like what we need to be doing. Uh, like like me and my wife. I'm talking about
Mm-hmm.
me and like we should have, because like our work life balance
Yeah.
is kind of all over the place. Like it's
Yeah.
very it's imbalance.
Yeah.
There's no balance right now, but we'll see. Like it's getting better.
Yeah. Here's another. Speaking about you and your wife. So we're both married happily. Did,
Happily.
did I really need to say that?
I don't know, like
Come on now. Anyways, so like a lot of people here who move here, I feel like they're mostly families. Like if you move here in the age that I went here, I got lucky. But if I was single coming here, I feel like I'm gonna be like having a limited choice. If I'm gonna
like
stick
limited choice with
if
who?
I'm gonna stick with my ethnicity, like
Oh,
the
like
sample
for
size of the same ethnicity who moved here, it's not as big as from when we were in the Philippines, right?
yeah. Are you
It's
talking about the girls? Like
partners,
partners?
girls, boys.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I never told you this, but I'm so happy for you because you found your person.
Yeah.
And
Despite of being here
yeah,
at that age.
but at least you were here, like your teenage years. You didn't get to move here when you were like a young adult already, right? So, anyways, I never told you that. I'm so happy for you that you
Oh,
found your
okay.
person. Yeah, and like how you support each other too. Like hands down. Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
I think I'm lucky. I'm lucky with my wife. Like she's
Cause me,
Yeah.
have you heard about the term passport bros?
passport bros.
Yeah.
What's
Like
that?
there's a wave of guys who like kind of gave up on Western women. That's from what I get from it.
Yeah.
They gave up on the Western women's ideals and they go to third world countries. Not even third world countries, but they go out of the country, find a partner. I think some bring them here, or they
Oh, okay.
move to that third world
Yeah.
country, find a remote job, do that job there, and then find a partner, build a family. So
Yeah. You know what I met a lot of I wouldn't say they're the passport friends, but
passport bros.
passport bros.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't know, but I've I met a lot of people. I met a lot of guys
Yeah.
that they met their partner, their wife, or their they met their partners,
Yeah.
or they got married from the Philippines,
Mm-hmm.
which they
Wait,
like they were brought here.
caveat. Let me put a caveat on that. Are they like childhood sweethearts with those people?
No, no, they're not.
They just went back to explore, like look for
Yeah,
somebody.
like
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
something
okay.
like that.
Because
Like
I know some who went back, married people who were kind of their long
like
distance partners
same
or
circle
old
back then,
flames.
old
Yeah,
flings. Yeah,
yeah.
no, like I met I'm there's a lot of them that that did that, and
But technically, they are passport bros.
yeah, I
Technically,
guess yeah, I
technically
guess they are.
speaking, I
But
mean, not the intentions of like getting not for the reasons of like getting fed up with the ideology of Western women. I'm not endorsing it. Okay, that's what I've heard from it. But I guess they just found their person back home, right?
you know what? Since we were in the topic,
Yeah.
like, what do you feel about Filipino women
Mm-hmm.
having relationship with other ethnicity, and then Filipino guys
Yeah.
having relationship with, let's say, other ethnicity here in Canada? Like, what do you? Because I'll tell you
Okay.
what my thoughts about that later.
Okay.
So I'll let you.
So women doing it,
Yeah.
they're taking one for the team. You
Okay.
know what I mean? That's gonna be an international basketball player. They're gonna
They're,
bring pride
They're
to the home country.
improving. They're improving
Yeah,
the breed.
yeah. Guys who do it, I'm proud of those guys. Because I think there's a statistic that came out from like online dating apps where the most they're the least swiped men are Asian men. So if they get to like snag other ethnicities, I think
Yeah.
that's a plus for them.
Especially like I'm talking about like puti.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
yeah,
are the
yeah.
the Canadian dream, they said.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah, for me.
I mean, good job. Maybe I'd say good job.
Yeah, because if you look at it like from my circle of friends, I've seen a lot of like there's more
Yeah.
Filipino girls or women that are married or in a relationship with non-Filipino
Yeah.
guys
I think
compared to like Filipino guys married like short like
that's
very limited. Hats off to them.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like cause I'm gonna talk like real talk
Yeah.
like me.
Yeah.
Um, I didn't have the chance to have a pute girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. Pute is
Pute is
Caucasian. Yeah.
is that
White.
the political
The
like
wh-
political
the
correct?
whites? Yeah.
The
the
Caucasian?
whites. You know.
Yeah, because sometimes I feel like Caucasian means American. Well, I guess we're North Americans too. Yeah, we're Americans, but well,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like Caucasians.
Well,
like strictly
Caucasians
for
are-
USA? I don't know.
Well, Caucasians is a race, but they settled in North America. But regardless, I mean,
Because they can be Europeans.
I know some uncles like when they speak about whites, doesn't matter where you came from as long as you're white,
Yeah, that's right.
right? So
Doesn't matter if
Yeah.
you're from EU or
yeah, if you're from Eastern Europe, if you're from non North America white, still white to them.
yeah,
so,
like Greenland, Iceland, like
yeah,
those countries, like,
yeah.
they're still white.
But then they're gonna have a different accent.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a different culture. Still, to them, it's gonna be white. But
Yeah.
you know how when you add an S to like ethnic groups like Filipinos, these whites, these Africans, it sounds like sounds bigoted. When you put in an S at the end. But yeah, as I feel like there's a bigger probability of non-Filipino men liking Filipinas than non-Filipina
girls,
women liking not even Filipinos, just Asians.
Yeah, just Asian in
Yeah,
general.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think there's
I think like for myself, like I don't know, like confidence wise, I'm not sure.
right.
I
Yeah.
think like real
Like you
talk,
wouldn't even dare.
yeah.
You wouldn't even dare try.
I almost
Tried?
tried.
Yeah.
I almost tried.
You were gun shy?
And you know, it's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny because like when after a few years, like she got married to a Filipino guy,
Could have
fucking
been
shorter
you.
than me.
Could have been you.
Well, thank goodness it wasn't
Yeah,
me because
yeah.
like I'm happily married.
Yeah.
Wink, wink. Shout out to my
Yeah,
wife. No,
yeah.
but I almost,
Yeah,
but
okay.
because like I was, I don't know, scared. No, not scared. I wasn't that confident that
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
I'm Filipino.
You're gun shy.
and, yeah,
Pretty
like,
much, yeah.
but if I knew,
Yeah,
maybe.
I've always been curious.
But I know, like I have a feeling that she's into me too.
I've always been curious. I've always wanted to ask you that. Did you have the guts to try? But of course, I mean, in respect to your wife, I didn't
Yeah.
ask because you're happily married.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're
Never got to the point to asking you that. But back then, when you still weren't married, I've always been curious.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. But anyways,
anyways.
yeah, I just wanna like since we talked about that,
Yeah.
like I find that there's less
Mhm.
Filipino men that
It's
successfully snagged a Caucasian women,
Yep.
like woman,
the pinks.
the pinks.
You know what I'm talking about? The pinks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I would
Yeah.
love to have a guest that can share stories about that, and I have a feeling that
Fuck, yeah, hey?
I have a feeling that
Yeah.
they're gonna be either born here grew up here.
Nah, scratch that.
But I wish
don't want
no,
that.
no,
I don't want that.
I want to guess that's and they came here. They came here under 20s, the
Yeah.
same boat as ours,
Yeah.
and they were able to snag.
No, I'm not interested.
No,
You know why?
you're not
Just
interested.
say non Filipino woman
Yeah,
dates a Filipino guy, right? There's two hurdles. Like you're not used to. They might consider, oh, it's gonna be a different gene. That's one thing to consider,
Yeah.
right? My offspring would be. There's a big chance it won't look like me because it's a mix, right?
Yeah.
There's a big. They might consider that. And then next would be like, what do we have in common? That person is brought up in a different culture. I'm different. Me speaking as a non-Filipino woman, I'm raised in a different culture, so there's a disconnect. If we talk to somebody who was born here, there's like one less hurdle. So I'm more
So it should
interested
be
in somebody who
like the same boat as
yeah,
ours.
yeah.
That came to the same
Yeah.
boat.
Yeah. So
You know what's better?
look out.
You know what's better? We should get these two. Oh, I know some. Well, no, she's a Filipino.
Yeah,
girl.
yeah. We need a
need,
guy. We need a
uh,
guy.
A Filipino guy. If you're,
If there's
I'm pretty sure I'll
somebody out
find
there-
someone. We'll
Oh,
find
for
someone.
Sure, for sure.
Yeah, I wanna get to the mind of the girl.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
I wanna.
so that way we can have a little bit of tips and advice to to our viewers. Like,
okay.
do you have a chance?
Okay,
Do we
okay.
have a chance? As,
Or is there like a way to increase your chance?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
what should we do?
Okay.
Right?
Gotcha. Okay.
I think that's yeah. Me myself. I'm curious. Me myself.
Okay.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
Wait,
okay.
maybe I should get this girl that I'm talking about earlier, and maybe yeah.
Maybe. Like
I'll-
what helped you make that decision? Were you like having options of
Or
like
do you
of
always
Asian-
have a fetish to Asian?
Could be. Yeah, I think that's I think some people are waking up to like some Asian people,
Yeah.
especially now with the K-pop wave.
Yeah, K-pop, the
before-
anime, right?
Before like K-pop, it's even J-pop. It's been big in Asia,
Asia.
and then there was
Not
a
worldwide.
wave. There's a wave here in the West, liking Asian, specifically
K-pop.
Koreans
Yeah,
stuff.
Koreans.
I feel like it.
Even the food, right? Like the
Yeah, I feel
restaurants,
like it
everything.
rode the wave of the Stop Asian Hate stuff.
I don't
It
know.
was a perfect storm, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe not to discredit like the talented people from
Yeah,
those
that made,
industries, but I feel like it's a perfect
Psy?
storm.
Yeah, Psy.
Yeah.
Like the Gangnam Style. I
Yeah.
think that's the. Is it the first? Like the.
No, not even. I mean,
I think that's a worldwide hit.
like
And-
some people were already bopping to like 21 even before it got big.
But
It was like the
I don't know.
the
I can't-
prelude to it, and then
Is 21 like 21? Is it? Are they earlier?
Earlier.
Than Psy or the Gangnam Style?
pretty, I guess,
Or the
pretty
same?
close. I guess pretty close.
Oh, Wonder Girls.
Cause Psy is more novelty. Like it was
okay.
fun to bop,
Yeah.
but it wasn't cool. But it was fun. That's the
It was cool. What are you talking about? It was cool. You
I
here?
don't know,
Were you here when Gangnam Style
You went there?
erupted? No, I mean like, were you in Canada already? Like, what year was Gangnam Style came out?
Oh no, I'm
remember.
probably still in the Philippines. But I mean, would you like put Gangnam Style in your playlist?
Yeah,
No,
in the dance playlist.
no. I mean,
Oh,
like
like,
you're just riding your car, cruising. So, would you like put Gangnam Style in your cruising playlist? Like in your chill playlist? When you're
Not
having
like
fun,
not my chill playlist, but
right?
when I'm driving around and if I'm sleepy, I would put that music on.
So you put it on to wake yourself up,
Yeah.
not to like
Yeah,
bop to
because
it,
of the
right?
beat.
So, like that generation, I think Wonder Girls, 21,
The Big
Girls
Bang.
Generation,
Big Bang.
Big Bang.
Girls
right?
Generation.
They weren't that big. Like they were still like novelty. But then like the next ones after, like
The
BTS,
Blackpink?
I think Blackpink was the
Blackpink?
successor of 21. I think.
I don't
If
know.
I'm,
Like
I think
no, they're
from,
not the same. Are they the same company? I
as
don't
far
think
as I
so.
know, like they're the evolved 21,
Oh, okay.
and then they
Younger.
younger.
Modern.
The next,
Next
wave,
gen.
yeah. So they broke through, like
The barrier,
the
right?
barrier.
They broke the barrier.
So
But BTS, they're the
yeah,
one.
they're older
But yeah,
generation
but
too,
I think
right?
they're the one that actually. I think they're more popular than
Yeah, I think so
Blackpink.
too. I feel like too.
But I don't know. Like, but yeah,
But
they're.
yeah,
It's amazing.
it's the new wave, and then I feel like some Asian people are feeling like they're just fetishized. I
Oh,
don't
because
know.
of
I've
that?
heard of. Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard about it. I'm not gonna.
It's a shame that I don't have bangs and like.
Do you
I don't
think
have
we're
fair
Asian?
skin.
Do you feel like we're
No,
Asian?
I don't think I'm. I
Right?
don't think I'm Asian.
Like geographically, we're Asian,
Yeah.
but
I think I'm more Mexican.
right?
I am Mexican,
culturally-
guys.
Like culturally, we're more Spanish.
Yeah.
Like we're
Looks.
right.
The looks. No. Well, I'm not. I don't know. Like, cause we're mix of the Spanish and then the browns.
And
the
then we got colonized by USA too.
USA, Japan.
So, well, Japan wasn't that long. I feel
But
like
there's a lot of like offsprings from Japan. Like
not as
that-
much as
Like Spanish.
because it wasn't that long compared to those two. There's not as
Well,
much.
how come there's a lot of Filipinos that have fair skin and chinky eyes?
I think that's more Chinese than the
Oh,
Japanese
like the
occupation.
Chinese
Yeah,
that came to the Philippines for in
because they've been
investment
like
or
trading with the Philippines
Oh,
for the
even
longest
before.
time, even before the Spaniards
The-
colonized us.
the
'Cause
something like that.
I think that's the explanation to why there's Filipinos with East Asian features, not the Japanese
Oh.
occupation. Because it wasn't that long. I feel like we're more prisoners during that time instead of we were like a bargaining chip for Japan instead of them trying to really take over our land to be part of them.
Oh, okay.
Unlike when
Unlike Korea. Like Korea, they've been taken over by Japan, right? That's
Okay,
why a
yeah.
lot of they're very similar to Japan.
Yeah.
Even they're being disciplined.
They settled
their
there.
technology. I think they mimic like
Mhm, okay.
I don't know. Like correct me. I don't want to throw shade to anyone's culture, but I think with historically
Yeah.
they like the Japanese has a lot of inheritance
Yeah.
to,
I feel
to the culture.
I feel like our Japanese chapter is just a small chapter in our like history.
It's like
Not
a filler.
yeah, pretty much.
A filler.
Yeah, it's a transition arc.
Yeah.
It's not because we went back to US after
That's right.
that.
After that,
Because we're just like hostages for them when they were fighting against
like
the
war,
US.
the
Yeah.
World War One.
Yeah, so I don't really feel the cultural impact in terms of our like next generations from Japan.
Okay, so yeah, I thought I don't know, for some reason I thought that the chinky eyes are from the Japanese.
I feel like
so yeah, well that makes sense.
yeah.
Like the maybe from the trades like way
I feel
before
like
the
that's
Spanish.
more Chinese influence rather than Japanese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So where are we now? Like
Like, fuck.
yeah, it
1 hour and 54 minutes.
oh, good luck in
Oh.
editing that.
God damn, man. Did you
I even I
didn't
wanna
feel like it?
I wanna tell a lot of stories like
Yeah.
you know, like stories from back home.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what the
You feel
the
like
first few episodes should be.
do you feel like those stories of us do you feel like our younger brethren would like have interest in it, or do you feel like they can learn something from it to so they can understand more of their roots?
Yeah, well I
Do you
think
feel like it?
I don't know, like I hope we can be a bridge to
Yeah.
like the younger generations of Filipinos, and even though they're born here or they move here in a very young age, so that they can understand for example, their older brother
Or their
or
uncles.
their uncles,
Yeah.
their dad. Like we may not be similar in a lot of ways because we're in a
Yeah.
different generation, but I think we can explain some parts because we experience what they're trying to impart to us, like our dads,
Yeah.
right? Our dads, our uncles, because they like it's the same.
We're more.
But on their own mindset, they can't understand it because they grew up in this
They didn't know what their
country.
parents had to go through
Through.
to get here, or
Yeah.
what they experienced. Like they're just gonna hear, "Oh, it's much more harder when I was this age."
Like back in the
they
days.
They wouldn't
yeah.
get it, right?
Yeah, no, it's all about the hard work
Yeah.
and no, like our like my mind's it's different now.
Yeah.
Like,
But you also get their point.
yeah, I
Right?
understand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you understand them. Yeah.
I think we understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
We may not agree to it,
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes we do.
Sometimes, yeah.
but
We're open to having a discussion.
Yeah,
to it
we're gonna
instead of
try it. Yeah, we're gonna
slamming
try.
the door on them. Go back to your room.
So yeah, like we I think there's a lot of
Wash the dishes. Like, we're not
like
gonna
why
be like that.
like why we're not like why how come we're not using the dishwasher? I understand.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
truly understand that.
Yeah.
Like why saving electricity and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then being more strict than I think our parents are stricter even though we're guys. They're strict.
Or we'd get why they are that strict.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we'll get to that part that we can
Yeah.
like if they have questions to us, like send
Maybe,
letters.
yeah.
That would be awesome, right?
Yeah.
Like and then explain why your dad or your uncle's like that.
Yeah.
Like we're no
Or if you have-
professionals.
Or if you have like similar stories from your older folks, right? Like just put it in the comments down there maybe. And well, for me, I feel like I want to hear their story. Like how did it feel like growing up here?
Yeah, I'm
Like
curious
I
too.
want their interesting stories too.
Like how?
I feel like
what's the-
I'm gonna learn more from them since we're moving in their territory now,
yeah.
right? And
And then we can impart that knowledge to the other like the same age as ours or a little bit
Or who
older,
wants-
like we're from the same boat.
yeah, anybody who I guess who wants to move here,
Yeah.
maybe.
Whoever
Yeah.
like the prospect is going to Canada or going
Yeah.
to the US or going to
Yeah.
everywhere because it's gonna be
Western,
different.
yeah.
It's gonna be different
Anybody
regardless.
Western bound, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But I think you're right. I think we might. Well, no, we're gonna learn for sure
yeah.
more
Like
about what their thoughts of, and
Yeah.
then how we can share this to other people
yeah,
in the same boat as ours that doesn't understand them.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
they're not that sometimes they come across bragging or condescending.
Yeah.
No, like they're just
They just
it's just different.
There's
Like
just a disconnect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's just a disconnect, and hopefully we can dissect that and
Yeah.
we can make a
Yeah.
way
like
bridge that.
like build a
bridge that.
community too.
Yeah,
around
that
it,
would be
maybe.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, cause with me, like I want to learn from them so I can adjust the way how I act, maybe, like, cause I'm not really social. I don't really like go to social functions, but if ever there's one that I'm gonna be in, I want to know how to act appropriately, and then at the same time, like still be me, but then be considerate to like everybody
to-
else,
to them.
right? So.
Yeah. Because that's a problem, right? Like me personally, like when I know that it's gonna be a lot of Filipinos that grew up or born here in
Mhm.
this function, I get like, do I
Get
really want to
iffy?
go? Yeah, I get
Yeah.
iffy. Like, do I really want to go? Should I just stay home?
Yeah, you feel like it's
Like,
not worth
yeah,
it.
like how
Yeah.
many
It's just gonna be uncomfortable for you.
yeah, like I'm a social
same.
butterfly. Like
And yeah,
I'm
you're
very
really
good
open.
and then I
really
still
open with it.
I
Yeah.
still have to think about like
Yeah.
should I go? I don't think I want to go. Like
Like compared back there, you're just gonna go.
yeah, there's no
Yeah.
karaoke
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Like and
And even if there is, you're just gonna be, oh, are they gonna be looking at me corny
yeah,
if I
and then the
do
music
this?
too.
Yeah, yeah,
The music. But like I love it when I have that feeling before I go there, but once I get to that
yeah.
social event, I have fun. I always have fun.
One anecdote, like so my cousins here, they mostly listen to hip hop. Right?
Yeah.
I kind of listen to hip hop. I don't know if this is a immigrant young Filipino to a young immigrant Filipino thing or just a young person thing. So they were bopping to hip hop in the car. Then my brother said, "Oh, my kuya listens to hip hop too. Who does he listen to? Eminem." I cringe. They don't listen to
Yeah.
Eminem anymore. So they were listening to like the mumble rappers or that wave of rappers. I don't know if it's
I don't
right.
even know the like
Right, the
I
new
saw in
wave,
TikTok
the new wave of
like
hip hop
Bud
artists.
Bunny. No, I don't
Bad,
know. Like
those guys.
Island Boys,
I think
something like that.
those
Like,
aren't
I
like
don't-
really
or
artists.
they're
Yeah.
not. Oh, I don't know, just influencers.
But anyways, I cringe inside.
Yeah, when they said Eminem,
Because I
Bone
never,
Thugs and Harmony.
I
Like,
never
oh,
talked about it because I know that's not who they listen to
Yeah.
anymore. And then my brother, like, he means well, but like,
Why?
that. So
You should have said something else. Like,
I couldn't. I couldn't.
but yeah, no, like me, I feel the same way too. Like I don't even know like the artists that they're hip hop.
Yeah.
I still listen. I still listen to Filipino hip hop, Filipino rappers
Yeah.
right
Yeah,
now. Yeah,
yeah.
I do. I think I'm more into Filipino hip hop right now than ever.
Mhm.
Like you know me, I'm more into punk,
Yeah.
rock,
Yeah.
alternative,
Bands,
right?
mostly
Bands.
bands. Yeah.
But now I don't know for some reason like I don't know. I
Because
don't
they're
know.
more popping now.
But there's
they're
some
more
time that I want to listen to the old school like
That's still like a
yeah.
big chunk of our playlist.
and then
anyways.
once it plays I get
Nostalgic,
happy,
yeah.
nostalgia
Like
and
in
sing
10
to it.
in the last 10 songs that you probably played in your radio, 8 of those would be from some years before.
Oh
For
yeah.
sure. Like only
No,
two-
I would say there's less.
less. Okay.
There's less.
Me, I'm like 10 songs. Even if it's kind of new,
Yeah.
it's from 5 years ago that I only discovered like 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So
It's I don't know. Yeah, but whenever I hear them like the old punk
The-
rock,
goosebumps too. Fuck.
I remember the days.
Yep. We sound so old, bro. We
I
sound so
know.
old.
We sound so old, but I think we have more knowledge now. I think we have more.
As we should.
Yeah,
We
we should.
should.
Yeah,
As we should, bro. If we got to this age and we don't know a lot, what
yeah.
are we, bro?
it would be a shame, right?
Yeah. Anyways, that's like 2 hours. You feel like that's a solid 2 hours and 5 minutes for like our first episode, like our first unnamed episode
Unnamed.
for our unnamed podcast. Do you feel like it's a solid episode?
That's a solid
Yeah.
episode, I think. I don't know. I don't know how it will go. Like
Yeah.
once, because we didn't even did a dry run. I don't even know if my mic is if I'm speaking
It's
too
going.
loud.
It's going.
It's going. It's
Like
going for
glowing
sure. But I can see the decibel levels and
Yeah.
it's going to
It's
the
moving,
red.
yeah.
So it means like I'm talking loud. Maybe I should.
Yeah, and then there's going to be like a camera cut too because our camera died.
But it's too long. Like
but I didn't
2
feel
hours.
like it's 2 hours. It's just
No, it's just we're chatting, right?
Yeah.
We're just chatting, which I love. Like we love. I think we're two people.
bro, we
like,
haven't done this in a while.
I know, just chatting. Imagine if there's alcohol. I think we shouldn't.
You know, me.
Yeah,
You know,
don't
me.
drink. Like
I'm,
I should.
I'm brown, but I get the Asian flush. So
I think we should cut it off for now.
yeah, you wanna land this plane now?
Yeah, land this
Yeah,
plane.
so-
Yeah, land this. The pilot will be landing this plane.
So again, if you liked what you've heard from this past 2 hours, maybe listen to this while you're like washing dishes, doing chores, like
Yeah.
when you're traveling,
Driving.
driving in your car or commuting wherever you are. I hope you like this pilot inaugural episode.
Pilot episode. It's a long haul flight.
Yeah. If you liked what you've heard, please drop a like, a comment, so we can discuss things. Subscribe, maybe.
Yeah, subscribe.
Maybe, and then we'll see. Share.
Yeah, share it
Yep.
to your friends. Share it to your, especially if you're in the same boat.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I think I mentioned the boat so many times.
Well, because they have this term fresh off the boat, which we are. We're not even fresh off the boat anymore, but we were off
I
the
took
boat.
the plane. I think I told someone that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not off the boat.
Fuck you. I took the plane. What are you talking about? We have money.
Yeah.
We have. I was so angry.
Yeah.
We
Got some.
imagine
got
this.
offended.
All the immigrants here. We have money. We didn't go here poor. We're not penny pinchers. Like, we have money that we took the plane.
It's
No.
not 1960s, or they mostly traveled. No, they've been traveling by plane by that time.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess like it's like I don't know like
So anyways, like, share, subscribe, and tune
yeah,
in
just
again next
message,
week.
yeah, comment if
Yeah.
how we can improve this.
Yeah. And if you learned something from us, if you're like interested in hearing some more, yeah, tune in for next week. And yeah, this is Edmon, and you really wanna
2x.
stick by 2x?
Yeah, I'll stick with
Okay.
2x.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you should stick with
Okay.
a screen, an alias or something too.
No.
Okay, yeah, I'll stick with 2x.
Yep.
We'll see how it
And
goes unless
Eddie
they
Boy. You want me to be Eddie Boy?
Eddie Boy. It's like edibles.
Yeah. Anyway, so wanna close this out?
All right, so thanks for tuning in. I know it's a long episode, and I'm hoping to see you again next episode, and we'll be dropping this. I don't know what
Hopefully
day.
soon.
What
I
day
feel like
or-
there's not gonna be a lot of edits here, so yeah, just watch it when you get to watch it.
Yeah,
Probably.
like we'll
Yeah.
have an intro next time, or maybe
A name too, a name for the episode,
name for the
a name
episode.
for the podcast.
I really want to do an
Uh,
acapella intro. Tune in.
Okay.
I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna do that. Well, we're gonna do that.
Of course.
Like
Of
this is a
course.
vocalist here.
Of course. Of course.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah, like that's it
for
this pilot episode.
this unnamed podcast that doesn't have a schedule, that doesn't have an episode title.
Yeah.
This is Edmund and John and Edmund.